Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 20 career mode with Napoli, and today we have episode 28 of the career mode. So today you can see I haven't made the same mistake again. I haven't quit and not saved it. We've saved it and here we are, next game against Juventus, a really tough game. But before we head on into today's episode, don't forget, leave a like down below. I hope you're enjoying the double upload yesterday on Saturday. We're going to do the same today on Sunday, so I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. So anyway, for today's episode we have Juventus away from home. It's going to be a really tough game. I don't think within the whole career mode from the first season to this season, the 3 games we played against them, I don't think we've actually won one yet, so to win this would be quite special, to be fair. And then the second game of today's episode is Man City at home in the quarter-final of the Champions League. Then the final game will be Sassuolo at home as well. So that's not a bad little game there, to be fair. Not a bad episode. Like I say, two tough games there straight off the bat, and definitely don't want to underestimate Sassuolo there. You know, they can really do some damage to us there. So we've not had much time in between the Man City game and the Juventus game, as you can see here. So the squad does need rotating round quite a bit. So I'm going to quickly go and rotate the squad round, and I'll meet you guys just before we head into the game. So I'll give the team a change around. We're going to head into the press conference now just before the Juventus game, and let's see what they're going to ask us. So, with your title ambitions no longer within reach, how do you approach the remaining fixtures? So, what should we say? Go out there and have some fun. It's business as usual. The players need to prove themselves. I think we're going to go with it's business as usual. We're not obviously going to stop off. We still need to hopefully get within that top 4 spot, but I think Torino now, who's sitting 4th, are 14 points ahead. So we got a lot of catching up to do. So no team managed to beat you in the last 5. Do you hope to keep up the unbeaten streak? I'm going to go with we believe we can continue to run. And we do. Like I say, with being unbeaten in the last 5 games, as we just stated, gives me a lot more hope and faith that we can beat Juventus here. But with being away from home is going to make it very tricky. So the last time you faced Juventus, they won 2-1 in a thrilling encounter. Here we go. We're going to go with it's a tough battle. And there we have it. That is the end of the press conference. So it's going to be an exciting game. You can see here Ronaldo still playing for Juventus. When we go into the game, we will have a look at Juventus' team and see who they've got starting for them. But you can see here, I just changed the wingers there. Brought Zielinski in as well. Left the, actually the left back and right back, I'll change them quickly. I believe they would have got a lot more energy since then. Yeah, they have. So I've kept Koulibaly on for now, just because, as you can see, highest rated player by a mile. So I'm leaving him on. Then maybe at some point bring Canate on. But that looks like the strongest team for me. I don't want, like Marlon as well, not up to full fitness. But I don't want to start the game with Felix, for example. I want to get off on the front foot. Hopefully score, 1 or 2 in the first half, if possible. So here we go. We're going to have a look at Juventus' team right now. And wow, Ruben Neves, Modric, Ronaldo, Asensio, Dybala, Kimmich, De Ligt, Danilo, Ramos as well. I seen Ramos. I think he was in the summer or January transfer. I think it was January. I think it was a fee of around about 12-13 million. Could have been a bit of a surprise purchase, in my opinion. I'm very surprised he went for him. But like I say, him partnered with De Ligt is going to be a strong centre-back partnership. And like I say, Ronaldo still up front, still playing. And Asensio as well. From the very first summer when we started, they signed Asensio, and he's just been a problem from then on. So here we go. We won ourselves a free kick here, and I'm absolutely terrible at them. So I don't expect this to go in at all. So I'm going to try go for around about here. Go with that. And yeah, no, absolutely woeful. I need a lot of practice on them, if I'm going to be honest. But like I say, in this game as well, one thing I forgot to mention, Asensio and Ronaldo, top scorers in the league, and I'm sure they still are. I actually didn't check it at the start of the episode, but I could imagine they still are. They were quite a way off the other scorers as well. But you can see here, Asensio coming down on the left. Going to cross it in, Ronaldo. And Dybala off the post, thank God. Too much room. They had too much room there to attack into. There we go, we're through with Fabian. Going to go for the shot last minute. Should have shot a lot sooner there. Fabian unable to get it past Buffon, and it just come up there. Buffon's going to be retiring at the end of the season. It'd actually be amazing if we was able to get the regen. There we go, Fabian playing Marlon through, cut back, go for the finesse. Got to get it in, and he has 1-0 just before half time, and that is exactly what we wanted. We want to go in to the second half at least ahead, preferably by 2 goals, but the 1 goal is enough. And to be fair to Juventus, they've been all over us so far, pretty much. Attack after attack. And finally we get a chance to attack, and none other than Marlon putting us ahead. So you can see here it's just gone half time, and look at the match facts here. Not that they've had many shots, Juventus, they've had a lot of attacks, and you can tell by the possession as well. They've had a lot of possession, they're completely sort of dominating the game, I'm going to be honest. But on the counter-attacks we're looking lethal. But slight problem is all the energy levels of the players are quite low. Maddison, Fabian, standout players there, so we need to sort of solve this out right now. So I'm thinking Maddison off, Mertens on, and then Allen on, Fabian off, and then possibly Koulibaly at some point. Because obviously I'd rather bring a defender on than a striker at this point. Just obviously hopefully secure the 3 points. There we go, Lozano. Oh no, sorry, Mertens put through. Going to go for a little chip here, and he didn't get past Sergio Ramos. Managed to get his foot in the air, but they kicked out wide. And we've managed to pick that up pretty fine. There we go, Marlon. Cross in. Bergwijn trying to go for the head there. Unable to get it past the defender, but only 15, well just under 15 minutes to go. Hopefully we can keep on to this 1-0 lead. There we go, can Marlon get through? He can't. Kimmich clearing it there. Zielinski winning the header. There we go, Bergwijn. Marlon found Mertens. Can't get to Mertens. There we go, De Ligt with some clearance there. We need to win this. Ronaldo's got to it, but over the top to no one. Just about to win this game. I can't believe it. Top of the league, Juventus losing to us. And this team is just really... Marlon winning the ball there as well. But there we have it. Full time. Oh no, wow, what? Substitution. My bad, I thought it was full time there. But either way, it's got to be full time not long after this kick now. Here we go, Zielinski, Allen, and there we go. There's full time. And we have got the 3 points to start the episode off against Juventus. And I feel like I want to say I'm gobsmacked because I am, but I shouldn't be because of the team we have, in a way. But last few episodes, last few months of this career mode, this team have really turned around. See there, Ramos in the Juventus kit. Well, not the Juventus kit, but you know, in the FIFA 20s version. But this team have just turned around their performances altogether. And only if we started, as you can see there weren't many highlights from this game. In the second half, I just went Ultra D and put it on team press like it was and just left it at that. But like I say, only if we started the career mode off with this sort of, you know, form, we'd be in a totally different situation right now. We wouldn't be battling for 6th place and 5th place and 4th place. We'd probably we're unbeaten, so we'd be in that top spot or top 2, whatever. So, like I say, hopefully we can just continue this run throughout today's episode as well. But anyway, into the interview, bringing up Alan here, continue his hot run. I'm going to go with he deserves all the praise. He has been playing very good for us as of recent. Him and Fabian, to be fair, like I don't want to leave Fabian out of it. And here we go, he's unbeaten so far in the Serie A. Are you confident to keep the streak rolling? And I don't see why not. So we're going to go with we have what it takes. And I believe we do. And then the final question, you managed to win a close match with a decisive goal in the second half. Well, I believe the goal was in the first half, so that's wrong already. I'm just going to go with time to focus on our next match. And there we go. That's the end of the interview. So here you can see the news flash saying Napoli maintain their unbeaten run. And you can see here in the corner as well, I've got Napoli bored about Konate's demands as well. So I'm a little bit worried about the email. And also the manager rating is 60 at the moment, which isn't great. Like, I know we didn't win the Coppa Nacional, but that's the only thing we haven't won this season. Obviously, unable to win the Serie A now, but we're still in the Champions League. We're in the quarterfinals. But here we can see Konate has come to us and told us he's not made any attempt to resolve any issues regarding his play time. We do not like to discontent among the team, so please try and find a team to take him on loan or give him a chance to play every once in a while. So, he submitted a loan request. I'm going to remove the loan list. Can't remove a loan list who submitted it. Okay. So, I'm just going to... I don't want to loan him out because right now he is our third choice centre-back. So, I'm going to risk it and play him in the next 2 games of today's episode. But the major risk is obviously against Man City. Felix here as well. The recent chance you've given me means a lot. So, I'm going to go with I'm proud of you. But yeah, like I say, I'm going to play Konate in the next game against Man City and in the final game after Man City. But the energy levels there are not looking great at all. I've got a feeling it's going to be a full change-up of the team here. So I'm going to go to the squad. And both centre-backs are not looking great for fitness. Let's bring Konate in. We're going to have to just go with a full change of the players here. Because as you've seen in the last episode when we played Manchester City, they were not a team to take lightly at all. We'll play... This is a tough one. I'm going to leave Madison at cam for now. And then bring Mertens on in the second half. Allen, bring him on there. I'm going to bring Elmas on. You know, not the best of players we have to play there. But as you can see, we don't have any other choice realistically. Left back and right back options. They are on Malcoit and Mario. The defence is looking good. And that's one of the main things. The defence is looking good. And, you know, we've got Felix up front. Not my first choice striker, if I'm going to be honest, as of recent. I haven't really been playing too good with him. But I don't have any other options, and that's the team we're going to go with. Another 2 emails here. What are these? Just before we see, Ferrari loaned out finally. The amount of emails I've had of him recently, it's just a youth academy player, but the amount of emails I've had recently of teams trying to get him on loan, and I keep accepting, but he doesn't seem to be going. But you can see there, he finally looks like he's gone on loan. But anyway, let's see what the interview has in store for us here. So you're facing Manchester City today, having defeated them in the first leg away from home. How confident you're going through? And to be fair, we are pretty confident, but I'm going to say Man City still deserves the respect, because in the first leg when we played them, we got a 2-goal cushion, they scored one back. We got another 2-goal cushion, they scored one back. So, you know, every time I was probably getting a bit too comfortable, and I probably should take some notes, like after the Juventus game we just played, and just go on ultra defensive, team press. It's not the best of games. And obviously don't have the much highlights, but like I say, it gets the win, which we need. Does your team have it takes to score more goals today? I'm going to go with a win is a win. And I don't know what they mean. Like, obviously I can understand the Juventus game 1-0, but the last Man City game, there was 7 goals in that game. So, you know, from both teams, not 7 from both teams, but combined. So it wasn't exactly a goalless game. There's been some top performances recently. Can your team keep this up? I'm going to go with I'm sure of it. And anyway, that's the end of the interview. Let's go into the game. So here we go. We kick off against Manchester City. And like I said, it'll be interesting to see how they play this game. I think they're just going to play all-out attack, if I'm going to be honest. And we need to be careful because we don't have our first choice centre-backs on this game. And we did in the first leg. So we need to be careful. You see they're almost losing the ball already. Canarte here, a little bit singled out. But, like I say, I think we're going to play on the front foot in the first half, see how we do. And then, like I say, from that, well, from after the result in the first half, we can plan into the second half. Here we go. Elmas is through. Almost on the rebound there off his chest, almost going in. Here we go. Felix on the break here. He's got a little bit of pace. Going to try cut back in. Done it. Go for the shot. And he couldn't get the shot away. Laporte there. Great defending last minute as well, considering Felix just got round him. There we go, Man City scoring already, 35 minutes in. Van der Beek there with the goal. And just couldn't defend that at all. I don't know what it was. You can see here, some nice passes to be fair. But as soon as he gets the ball, look at all the space there. Didn't even take a touch, just shot straight away. And straight past Meret there. I thought Meret could have done a little bit better as well. Dived in the right direction, but could have got a hand to that. And Man City 1-0 up. Here we go, Madison, come on, get a good cross in. And he has, but Bale can't get to that. And it weren't Bale, I don't think. It was Elmas making a run there. Couldn't get on the end of that. And we're just about to go into half-time here. We need to try and make something of this. Bale here, Malcoit. We get it back down to Bale, and we can. Here we go, Elmas. I'm not trusting his crossing, but he's got it in. Couldn't get in the head on that. Here we go, Mertens. Get a cross in. I could see, I didn't want the cross to go there, and especially not straight to Ederson. Don't know what that cross was about at all. Awful cross. Look at this. You can see Lozano there, bottom right hand corner there, trying to get the cross to go towards him. But Mertens fires it straight at the goalkeeper. There we go. Lozano, loads of room here. Gonna go for the shot. Lozano! As if Mertens picked it back up, but it's called off. As if we really need to get back into this game. Second half, getting a little bit better. A few more attacking options now, but I can tell players are getting tired. There we go, Bale. Whipping a nice little cross here. He finds Felix. Wide. Come on, Felix, man. I need you to turn up in this game now. Bergwijn, we'll bring him on. He's got a little bit more energy now than Lozano. Like I say, after this game, we don't have a game now for another week of in-game time. So, energy levels won't realistically matter. I just want energy levels to see out this game, though. There we go. Felix put through by Mertens. Come on, Felix. Smash it in. And he has done. 1-1. Felix, and like I say, the comment I just made, he's got to come good, and it does. But credit to Mertens there and Elmas, the passes to make the goal happen. You can see Mertens there, through ball. Felix in loads of room there. Man City, they haven't really let me have that much room until that point of the game. I don't know what's happened here, but look at Felix there, smashing it in. Straight past Ederson. Ederson could have possibly done better. But yeah, there we go. Felix goal. And there we have it, guys. We are through into the semi-finals of the Champions League. A good victory there. And preferably, the centre-backs didn't do too bad. Like I say at the start of the game, I was a little bit worried about Canate and Laporto there. Laporto being fairly lower overall than the other centre-backs. So I was a little bit wary on how he's going to plan out. But the game didn't do too bad. Like I say, it wasn't as many goals as the first game. But that didn't matter. As long as we went through, that's all that matters. But at least now we can assure ourselves that we're through into the next round. So then, guys, obviously the game's ended now and we're into the semi-finals of the Champions League. And I thought I'd show you how the quarter-finals went down. So Atletico Madrid ended up beating Real Madrid 4-3. You can see there Bayern beating PSG 3-2. Barcelona beating Dortmund 4-2. And us beating Manchester City 5-4. So our games definitely scored the most amount of goals throughout all the others. But here we're going to find out who we're in the semi-finals against. And let's have a see. We are against Bayern Munich. Well. Probably out of the whole three, I'd probably prefer to face Bayern or Barcelona. And the reason I say that is because we played both of them last season. I think we played Barcelona in the round of 16. Then I think we played Bayern. It was even the quarterfinals or semi-finals, I know that. We ended up winning, obviously, both games because we won the Champions League last season. So to win it this season as well, back-to-back Champions League titles, would be pretty mad. But like I say, we faced Bayern. Then obviously the winner of Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. One thing I also wanted to quick look at was the Copa Nacional, because we got knocked out in that, which wasn't great at all. A poor defeat to Roma, who beat us last year as well in the Copa Nacional. You can see here the final is still to be played, and it's between Inter Milan and Juventus. We'll have a quick look back here to where we got knocked out against Roma in the quarterfinals. 2-1 they beat us. And in the semi-finals we had Inter versus Lazio, and then Roma against Juventus, and Juventus there winning 3-1, then Inter winning 3-2, and then there's the final there. And that'll be a very good game. I wonder who will come out on top on that. I've got a feeling Juventus will, just because their team is just unbelievable. But you know, Inter Milan wouldn't surprise me if they went ahead and won that game. But anyway, that's for that. So have a quick look at the Serie A table before we go into the final game of today's episode. And you can see here, Juventus now at the top with 3 losses instead of 2. Obviously, we put the dent there. So Milan possibly catch up. Wow, okay, Milan are second, 82 points, and not far off catching up Juventus there now. So that could possibly happen. They have played a game ahead though. So all it takes is Juventus to win their next game, and obviously it'll be a 5-point gap. We're currently sitting in 7th on 59 points. Like I say, you can see the gap there, 59 points compared to the 73 Torino are on. So it's still quite the gap, but to get into the top 6, Roma there, only 2 points ahead of us. That can be done, and it can be done in this last game here if Roma end up losing their next game. But the main thing as well is Sampdoria are on 52 and we're on 59. So even if we lose a game here or there, you know, we've still got that 7-point gap there that pretty much comfort us right now as it stands anyway. So that is the league table, and that's how it stands. Hopefully we can continue this unbeaten run and win the final game of today's episode. But one thing as well, I just wanted to quickly mention it while I just remembered. Player returns from injury, which is Insigne. He was out for 7 weeks, and if you didn't watch last episode, I think I mentioned it last episode, is that episode 20, what are we on now, 28, so episode 26, I played the episode, and then I forgot to say, well, I didn't forget to say, I didn't save it by mistake, and in that episode, Fabian was out for 7 months, so because obviously I didn't save the career mode, I ended up going back on the career mode, simming it, try to get the same results, so the 3 wins we got anyway, we got that, but unfortunately we couldn't recreate the Fabian out for 7 months. Now, I could have put Fabian on the bench for 7 months, but that wouldn't have ended too well. He would have, you know, submitted a transfer request, most likely, without a doubt. So that weren't going to happen. So the only other thing that happened was Insigne was out for 7 weeks. That injury did occur. So, yeah, but like I say, we're going to the last game here. Elmas didn't play too bad last game, to be fair. So he's going to, probably stay on the bench. Bale, I'm going to bring Bergwijn on. Felix, definitely bring Marlon on. Lozano, leave him on. He was a really good player. And like I say, Elmas, I'm going to put him on the bench just because I feel like he deserves to go on the bench right now because of how well he played last game. And there we go. We're going to bring our main left backs and right backs on. Keep Konate on the pitch as well. I'm going to swap Konate and Koulibaly round. Yeah, we'll swap them round. Keep them there like that. And that is how we'll do our team going into the last game. Like I said, I'm going to leave Konate on just because of that email earlier on. And I don't want him to leave. Obviously, look at him now, 85 rated. He is turning into quite the player. But anyway, enough of the chat. Let's go into the game. There we go. Bergwijn put through early on. A little cross in. Marden's going to finish that. Oh, as if. I thought that was most definitely going in. Has not gone out for a corner though. You can see here, gets the volley. And yeah, the goalkeeper gets that. That's fair enough. As long as it's on target, that was the main thing. But here we go. Let's try whip this in. Get a good header on this. And it's gone out far. And wasted chance of a corner here. Let's try swap wings though. Let's get it out. Lozano, use his pace, get it out wide. Cut back, go for the cross. And, oh, okay. Didn't mean to go for that. And he's ended up off the pitch. Here we go, Marlon. And he's offside. It gone in. But he's offside. Not doing too bad so far. But I absolutely hate this sort of like sunny weather condition. This is obviously our home stadium. But as I mentioned earlier on in a couple of episodes, I don't remember playing in this stadium last season. Either I have a really, really bad memory, or all the games we played were at night, but I don't remember this at all. And it just makes it quite hard, even though the kits aren't similar. Here we go, Lozano, cut it back in, go for the finesse, and he's blocked. But I just hate it when it's in the sun. You've got to like sort of squint your eyes, and it makes it quite hard. Lozano, loads of room, got to get this in. Surely, Lozano. And as if, won us a corner though, but that should have gone in. Should have done a lot better there. Let's change the corner taker. Let's go for a left footer here. Who should we go for? No one really stands out, if I'm going to be honest. I think we'll leave it as it is right now. Let's try go near back post. Here we go. Can we get ahead on this? And we can't. Goalkeeper's come out. Still got it though. Koulibaly. Oh, we lost the ball already. And there we have it. We go into half time. Still 0-0. Nothing really created. We have a chance earlier on. I think it was a corner or just a cross. But Marlon getting on the head, but it went off the bar and out. Like I say, nothing too major. Not going to change any of the players. Tempted to go and change up to attacking. But then I feel like if I go to attacking, I'm going to leave it at the back. And then they're just going to score and it'll just ruin the whole game altogether. So leave it as it is for now and we'll see further on into the game. Here we go, Maddison. And there we have it. 1-0. More or less straight after kick-off there. Maddison, of all people, finally getting himself a goal after quite a while not scoring. He's here, Lozano, loads of room on the left, passing it in. Going to go for the shot with Marlon, but decided to pass it back to Maddison, and he's fired it in, getting us a goal there. And look at that finish there. Drives it in, bottom left corner. We go Lozano, try to do a bit of skill here, brought it in with side. Allen, finding Maddison again. Can he go for the shot? He can. Lozano, and there we have it, 2-0. In the second half, and who would have thought after the first half I didn't think we were going to get much out of this game. Just the way it was playing and possession seemed pretty even, to be fair. But Lozano there finding himself in the position after carrying it inside. See there, Maddison on rebound, Lozano's there and just gets onto it before the defender and smashes it in. And it looks like we're going to win this one, but I don't want to say nothing too soon. Here we go, Bergwijn again. Cut inside, go for the finesse, and the finesse was awful. I'm not even going to try and sugarcoat that. That was absolutely woeful. But they're on the attack right now. And here we go. I think this is Maddison running back right now. He's got some stamina to still continue up with this pace this far back on the track. And there we go. They go back into the defensive position again. And I just seen a news highlight then. Juventus playing Atalanta. And I'm sure Atalanta are down to 8 men. It's saying 8 men, 8 minutes left. Sassuolo going to get one back here. And they don't. Meret there, good save, and then we header it away. But yeah, down to 8 men. And Juventus are 4-0 up. But it doesn't matter. All that matters is this game. And that we won 2-0. 2 goals coming in the second half from Maddison and Lozano, securing us the 3 points. And we're definitely going to have a look right now at the Serie A table and see how it looks like after this game. There we have it. We round off today's episode and we're finally sitting in 6th place, 62 points. Overtook Roma there. As you can see now, we can plan on closing down Lazio in 5th. And hopefully there's enough games left, close down Torino for that 4th place spot. But worst comes to worst and we don't get top 4. Hopefully win the Champions League, and that will hopefully keep us in a job for next season, because I don't know if we lose Champions League and only get in Europa League, if we still manage to keep in the top 5, top 6 spot, will keep us a job. I'm not too sure. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, look out for the other upload that will be going up later on today. And like I say, leave a like down below, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time.